is not helping people is pretty much useless.
Exactly.
You know, so like
You run around and scream that you think people are stupid. No, they're waiting for an example. You don't have to do a lot.
like I agree with you. So like I feel like I'm trying to work towards building something that I can.
Yes, like Zakati Park, even better, because we learn a lot from there. Because remember, every time 50% government is there, because 1% use government to corrupt it. So we learn from experience. It's possible.
Well, like I'm hoping to build something out of this, not only run around screaming and marching,
Because we're wasting our time and energy, and sometimes we even take buses to do same thing in other cities, which costs a lot of money and a lot of energy. So we should use our energy and skills and money to build an example people are dying to see and join. Ask people here what they want.
That's what I'm hoping to help do in Occupy. I do the marches only for solidarity, with everybody else. Like I don't, like I'm not big on the marching, yelling, and screaming. Like I actually want to help build something. I just march with solidarity with everybody else. Because they're marching and they're my comrades. I gotta march with them. That's how I feel about the march.
Another thing about strikes. Strikes alone, actually, running and screaming. It's when a good strike example is 1968 in France. It was general strike like weeks and weeks, not one day. All country, they shut down all country. We're talking about a national total strike.
We're not solidarity.
Here in Quebec, it's just student strike, and we're just supporting that, marching around. I'm talking about total general strike. They shut down totally whole France.
No, but
what happened?
I'm not too familiar with this.
I will explain to you very straight and short and sweet. The guy in power in government, General de Gaulle, after a while took the country to election and people support him. He came back with more powers. What happened? Zero. Zilch. Why? Because when you strike, country is shut down, right? People want to see what you can do better. You screaming, running around, striking, but okay, I'm ready. Whatever you wanna show it. What is yours? Is it better? Nothing. Zilch. They don't even know how to clean up the streets, for example. You have to show them. Like here, you have to show this is our alternative for you. This is our wall. Isn't it better than that one? They're gonna say yes. But in France, there was nothing. And that's why General de Gaulle came back with more powers. He became actually dictator because of this super strikes. Strike is like running around and screaming. Same shit.
Yeah, but the strikes is what really took down Mubarak.
What?
The strikes is what really took down Mubarak, not only the protesting.
Mubarak, but then military came with more power now. Where is the moment now?
Now they gotta build something.
Well, there is always a chance to fight for freedom and justice, but you have to give the example to people who need it. You can't just scream, yell, and run around. It's gonna be like France example.
No, but the thing is that, right, like you're saying that we gotta do something, show people an alternative so people could join us. But the more people we have with us, the more capable we are of doing things. The more power we have.
Once you have the community, a good example.
We need people to come and help us.
Yes, now I agree on that point. Once we have a Zakati Park example, right? You can run around and tell people, come see, we have it for you. If you don't have it, it's like ridiculous. You're actually making fun of yourself if you don't have it here. You have to build it and go around and invite people. First, people in the park. Hey, you know what? We have everything, better than them. They're corrupt. We're, alternative. Come enjoy it and join us. Beginning from here and go around everywhere and join everybody.
Yeah, but like the more people we have, the more people that join us can help us build this.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like even when we have been doing stuff here, when we try to feed people and stuff right there, what happens? The cops come and try to stop us.
Yes, they do.
Whenever we do stuff that tries to attract people, the cops come and stop us. It's very hard. Right now, we're in a position where we have to adapt. We have to come and try to think about the next phase.
Well, we can always adapt. I agree. We should adapt.
That's what we have to.
And we should get help. But if you overdo running around and screaming, it gets adverse reaction. Like in France, if you overdo, it gets negative reaction from people. Same people you're trying to get on your side, then they turn against you. So you have to be very, very delicate and careful. Yes, we need help, of course, because the government, the 1% trying to suppress it and crush it inside and outside. Yes, if you feed people, they come and bother you. Then we always have alternative ways of feeding people. For example, just feeding food. Okay, I know from Zakati Park, after the eviction, they bother when you serve people. They say you can't do that. Then what can you do? Very simple. You put your food in sandwich packs, like roll, paper, what do you call it? Sandwich pack, right? Yeah. I'm not a food person, so make something that you can hand out to people instead of putting an open, food.
That's
you go, idea. Yeah, you give it to people you know, and they give it to people they know. So they build a community, sense of trust, friendship. For example, I have a bag of people, food. I come here, I'm looking. I don't know anybody. I know you. I share it with you, and I'm looking for somebody also, to do the same thing. So you go around and do the same. So you build in a trust and connection, a chain. That's community building. It's better than actually opening a table and letting everybody, even freeloaders or even people who fighting against you. The second way is actually better. Trust.
Well,
I trust you.
In a way,
trust.
Yes, in a way, no. But a table, people can see. Even people not eating, they can see we're giving our food to people.
Yes. That's true.
So it's been give and take. Cause lately, they haven't been bothering that much about feeding people, like they did when we first came to Union Square.
That's true. But in the meantime, sometimes when it's not possible, seeing a face, familiar face, is like family. It's even better than food, isn't it? So when you see your friend, that means he's gonna take care of you if he has food and everything. Same, even it's better. Of course, you can always hold your food and demonstrate it to the public. Like I do this just to demonstrate to the world, to the people here, that transparency is the answer for corruption. And live stream is the best tool, best means to actually fight the corruption. I don't go to marches a lot, because if you overdo running around and screaming a lot, it becomes some kind of too much, screaming, it bothers people. So I say we have to build a little bit proof and then also go around together, Yeah. Then you go around, you have to have something to show people. Let's say instead of going to NATO Chicago, instead of spending a lot of money on the buses, we should first focus on building, like feeding people and taking care of people, and then if you have some money, left,
Yeah, but the
then
thing is,
go and do it.
when I do outreach and I talk to people, the one thing I try to tell them is that, explain to them that it's only going to happen if we make it happen. That's me, you, and whoever's watching,
Exactly.
That's the only way
Okay.
it's going to happen if we make it happen. Like if
That's
they want to
true.
sit around and watch from the sidelines, nothing's going to happen.